Ay, ay,
ay. You're sort of like getting a giggle the whole time.
Probably. I'm tired. I'm so tired.
Hello.
Hi.
What's
Hi,
happening, everybody? Woo woo. It is Sunday, so it is Sunday live haul day. Sunday live haul with LB Pink Panther, but this time it's LB Pink Panther and Lorna Thompson.
Yay.
Woo! Woo! What's happening, everybody? How are y'all? I don't know why I just said y'all.
Because Barbara just said, hi, y'all.
Oh, well, I didn't even read it.
She's a Texan.
I didn't even read that, so it's like maybe she's psychically in my brain.
Must be.
She's in my brain cells. Anyway.
Banana commercial?
Banana commercial? What's the banana? Oh, there must have been like maybe there was a commercial on the thing.
When you first started. Yeah, it must have been something.
All right. Lorna needs to scoot closer. This is the problem, is it's like the screen's only so wide.
Yeah, it's a small camera.
So unless,
yeah. This is as best you're gonna get.
I'm just gonna sit back like this.
And none of us are.
How's this?
That's a nice look.
I'm just gonna sit. I'm gonna get my head back as far as possible.
Those are 17 chins.
Chins are debuting today.
The more chins, the merrier.
We're not stick figures, and we got a whole lot of boob going across the line here. So it's kind of hard for us to get much closer.
Rude.
We're very close right now.
Yeah, we are pretty close. It's a little bit of a tight fit. So, hey, Alexis. What's happening, everybody? What's going on? So Lorna has 1 day left here, right? You leave tomorrow night?
Yeah, I leave tomorrow night.
Can you just live here forever?
I told you I was moving in.
All right. I like having you around.
I told Katie today, I said, I'm not going home.
That's fine with me.
I'm not going home.
Good. I'm down with that.
Matt might miss you.
Yeah.
I think you miss your puppy.
My puppy.
He can come visit.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
Pat likes to drive. He can come here and
Does
visit.
he like to drive that much?
Well, I was telling him, I was like, I haven't had any issues since I've been gone. He's like, I told you, we just need warmer climate. Let's move.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I already convinced 2 of my other best friends to move here. So, I mean.
I don't know if I can do the heat.
Yeah.
But it does. I do feel good here. Like, my body feels good.
Yeah. Good. Cheryl's in the house. Hey, Cheryl, I saw the pictures that you posted of, you just did like overhauled your eBay room. I don't think you've shown the after pictures yet, but you were showing the before.
Oh, I missed them.
And so, well, it was just the before picture. I don't think she's uploaded the after ones yet. But she spent like a bazillion hours yesterday working on like pulling everything out of her eBay room and like putting in new shelves and stuff.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. It's in somebody's thread.
I like the that's why I didn't see it. I like the before and after photos.
Yeah.
We got Johnny Sin City Hustlers there.
Yeah. Hello, Johnny. What's happening? What's up? What's up, Debbie Lewis? She says, hey, ladies. I'm a lady.
Hello,
as you can see, I'm a lady.
You're a lady?
Yeah, I'm a lady. I say it like that, though.
All right. So this is probably going to be a longer video than usual just because there's 3 of us, even though we did try to cut down some stuff.
Yeah, whatever. We'll talk as long as we want to talk. They'll hang out.
We'll talk.
It's gonna be like a 5-hour show. You guys are cool with that, right?
It's coffee talk.
Yeah. Everybody's good with that? I think so. Yeah, Cheryl says she's exhausted. We're pretty tired too because we spent the whole day yesterday, like 7 hours or something like that. We went to Dorothy's house.
We were there for 8 hours, but really working for about 7.
Yeah, we got there we started working probably like around 9:30. We basically went through, she had put almost pretty much a bunch of her unlisted stuff kind of all in her living room. She tried to get it all in one area. And then what we did is we went through like everything. Like we went through, because she does a lot of, she goes to the auction house or whatever, and she does a lot of storage lockers. So she had like tons of stuff that she hadn't even like actually seen herself, because it's just stuff that you get all together in a lot. So we were like going through everything, and we were like dividing it up between garage sale and donations and stuff that needs to be photographed and listed. And so by the time we were done, we had probably finished maybe like 90% of what she had there. And so there's just a little bit left that I challenged her to finish up over the next week. But
we hit our wall.
Yeah, we hit our wall.
Oh, yeah.
But basically everything that we went through and separated out is like probably $30 or more as far as value goes. Ready for her to go ahead and photograph and list, all in like bins to just kind of pull and like, systematically go through. So we are pretty beat today. Lorna was trying to take a nap because she's like so tired.
Yeah, I was laying down before this, and I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Yesterday. definitely exhausted.
It was a good day though.
Yeah,
We got a lot of stuff.
Got a lot of stuff
We
done.
got a lot done. I think she's in a much better place to get stuff listed. Now her garage is a whole other section that still needs to be tackled. But sorry, Dorothy, you're on your own there, sister friend. But I think we got the majority of her stuff out of her living space, which is a huge difference than it was. So it's a lot more manageable, and everything that she is able to look at and just get through and list. So I think, you know, once she gets through all that stuff, whether it's 3 months, 6 months, or 8 months, whatever, then tackle the garage. But at least she's got that stuff ready. And she has enough stuff to list, I swear, for 6 months.
At least.
Amazing
And
stuff
great
too.
stuff.
Like what was your favorite thing that you saw that?
I don't even remember exactly, but definitely the projector was up there. She's got a lot of great electronics, and we didn't even really touch the electronics because a lot of her stuff is still in her garage. But I will tell you, her electronic stash, her small vintage electronic stash, we put all of it in one bin for the most part, except for this big projector. She's probably got $3,000 in this little bin of just stuff to list and sell, $50 to $100 each thing. She just has really good stuff. It's quality stuff. She has a good eye. And what she has, the stuff that was junk that needed to be like redonated was just stuff that she bought in lots or in a storage locker or whatever. Most 99.9% of it was not stuff that she purchased for resale. It just happened to be part of the rest of the junk. So we just really needed to get through. Even the stuff that was donated was not junk. It was just like common brand clothing or whatever that wasn't going to sell well.
And we separated out a ton of stuff to be sold because she does do garage sales. Because it's not like, you know, like we talk about doing a garage sale all the time and it's never going to happen. She actually follows through and does garage sales.
She does do 2 a year.
And the tons of stuff that we put aside to do in a garage sale, it wasn't bad stuff. It was just stuff it
will sell.
It's that kind of stuff where you look at and you go, oh, this has got to be worth something. And then you look it up and you realize you can only list it for like $12 or something like that. But in a garage sale, it's going to be like stuff people are going to be excited. You know, when you go to a garage sale and it's like there's nothing good there and you're like, well, that was good. You know, you walk up and then you immediately turn around. This is like she'll make a lot of money just in a garage sale.
She has hundreds of items to sell at the garage sale that even if she listed everything at $1 a piece, which she does pretty often, she like blows the stuff out because once it's in a garage sale, you just want to blow it off, blow it out. So yeah, she'll do really well.
What was your favorite thing that you were mad at her for not listing?
Oh, she had so much, but I love activewear, so she has a bunch of Lululemon just sitting there.
Like,
and I know that the value like has gone down over the last like year, but it will sell fast. It's like it's
still not
nice
cheap stuff.
Yeah, it's not cheap, and it's really nice pieces. And I think my favorite like little gadget was that hole punch thing. I was blown away that she had this vintage little hole punch. I mean, this little box like this,
little office thing,
and they sell for $50, and I was just like, there's so much money here. I was like, I want to punch you with this punch.
I got really excited about there were 2, if you look on my Instagram, there were 2 vintage Madonna t-shirts. One was from 1991, one was from 1992. They were in like perfect, crispy condition. And
there's something someone bought at the tour.
Yeah, they were super
they're
cool.
not worn.
I also have a video of me testing that projector, which I wanted to test it because I had looked it up, and it was like there were ones selling for like $50 plus like $40 shipping because they needed a new bulb. So I'm like, I'm gonna plug this in real quick, and the bulb worked. It was completely in working condition, and it sells for as much as like $300. So there was lots and lots and lots of really cool stuff. But I took video of the whole process. I'm actually I need to edit it. I'm gonna put that up tomorrow. So if you guys be on the lookout, I will have that video for you guys tomorrow, and you can check it out. So if you're somebody who has like tons and tons of inventory that's unlisted and you're totally overwhelmed, hopefully it'll make you feel a little better knowing that other people are in the same predicament. And also I'm hoping it'll give you an idea of like how to tackle it. So yeah.
But we also had a lot of fun, and we had some really sweet friends, Kara Cooper being one of them who's in the chat. A few people that were there that have a little tiny private Facebook group, and they got together and, you know, sent us lunch. So that was a really nice thing too.
What was the lunch? Tacos from Taco We Taco.
So thank you, Bossy Posse.
The Bossy Posse, they're an awesome
ladies.
group of ladies. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
And they sent us some tacos from Taco We Taco. It was really sweet,
Yeah,
which is our favorite taco place. I had them delivered to the house. I didn't even know they delivered. They must have like ordered like DoorDash or something like that. Grubhub, one of those to make it happen. So
yeah,
it was really nice. It was very sweet of them. They planned the whole thing, make sure we had lunch over there. It was really cool.
What do you, Lorna, what are you playing with over there? What do you got? What do you got over there? What is that?
Star Trek cards.
Star Trek trading cards. Check it out, guys. So,
nerds.
So Lorna brought these. She brought some of these for me because I think I told a story in like one of the videos about how when I was in middle school, my friend Brent and I used to ride our bikes to the next town over. There was this antique store which my mom and my grandma used to like to go to because they had like antiques. And in the back of the store, they had this little counter, and they had like all kinds of sports like trading cards, like baseball cards and basketball and stuff like that. But they also had Star Trek trading cards. So Brent and I would ride our bikes over there, and like on Saturday, and we'd buy a couple packs of cards. And then you were like, I have those cards. And I think you used to get them too, didn't you?
Yeah, I used to tape them to my desk.
Yep. So I think we should go ahead and open. I think we should open like one pack each.
Let's do
one
one.
of these. Okay, these are from.
I'm bookended by.
She's
geeks.
so excited. I'm like, we should open them on the show, and Vicky's gonna be so annoyed with us. So these are from 1991, and let me tell you, these are totally not worth anything.
No,
like I looked them up because I actually still have mine all in a book, and I looked them up like a couple of years ago, and you can pretty much buy like the whole set for like $20 on eBay.
Yeah.
So worth absolutely nothing.
Oh, now my fingers are all silver.
Yeah. I wonder if like one of us is gonna get a holograph card. Wouldn't that be awesome?
I don't know, but I just want data.
Yeah. Are these ones all?
Oh, there's data.
Yeah, these ones.
MLB.
These ones are all like from the original series. Ooh, dilithium crystals. Oh, no, this is next generation.
So I loved the show. I even went to the Star Trek convention at the Smithsonian.
That
is next level. I have not. I just haven't. Were you dressed up?
No, I was young. My grandparents lived in Washington D.C. and
I can't handle the
When you went, did you wish that you were dressed?
Yes.
Like, you saw everybody. Were you like, I wish I was dressed
Absolutely.
up? If you had been dressed up, who would you have been?
Data. I love data.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. Cool.
I will tell you that my nephew's name is Jean-Luc.
Really?
Yeah.
Jean-Luc Picard.
It's not Picard, but yes, that's what he's named after.
Well, I was saying that's who he's named after. I understand that.
So when I saw these, I had to get them for me.
We call them Jack, though.
Together.
This is who Lorna would have dressed up as.
Yes.
There you go. So these are all next generation ones.
Right.
Excuse me. Are you trying to hurry us along? I think you need to settle down. Are you sad because you don't have your own package of cards?
No, I'm not sad.
Did you want to open one?
No.
You sure?
No, thank you.
Are you sure?
No, thank you.
I feel like you got some sour grapes going on over there.
None whatsoever.
All right. Okay. Well,
if I had sour grapes, I would totally be drinking wine because I think that's what I would need to make this amusing.
She needs some wine.
Whatever. Anyway, these are awesome. I love them. We can open the other ones later.
Absolutely. And then we'll trade.
And then we'll totally trade. All right, cool. Anyway, so what we're going to do now, Trevor says give Vicky cards. She doesn't want them, and I'm not going to
I have some Rockstar trading cards. We wanted to go over those.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Maybe if they're like punk rock cards.
See, DJ, can we go back to eBay? I'm with you, bud. Let's go.
Yeah, DJ, whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, credit cards. Thanks, drummer. I'll take those.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so we're going to go into our solds. We're just going to do like a highlight of some of the stuff that we have sold over the last week. Lorna's got some in here too. It's going to be very exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can see what's up. And we will start with Victoria.
Okay.
What's this all about?
So this is this little well-loved, beat-up vintage Winnie the Pooh. He's so cute. He was mohair, jointed. I picked him up at a garage sale for $15. His little nose is all frayed, come unstitched, the whole poor thing. He's cute. I just love that he survived from the 60s. And he sold for $50 plus $25 shipping. He went international, and I paid $10 for him. That was a blurry pick. But I wanted to show that, one of the things is that you want to keep on top of whatever the trends are right now. And Winnie the Pooh is trending right now because of the movie that just came out. So that was already in my store, but he did sell for the full price of $49.95 plus about $25 shipping. So I always love old things no matter what they are, but I really love old toys, and they generally sell very well for me. So that was a cute sale. I was happy with that one.
He's very cute. And I like his little funny little nose.
I just think he was so cute. And you can tell some kid loved him. And, you know, half his fur was rubbed off. He's a little dirty.
Yeah.
He's mohair, so it's not something that's easily cleanable, even though you can try to surface clean it. It's just not something I was going to try to attempt. I was real, you know, explicit with the condition and the photos. So the person that bought it knows what they're getting.
Yep. Miss Kitty Wonderland said that she's sold a small piece of Winnie fabric for $31.
Nice.
So that's pretty good.
Who is in?
Yeah. All right, Lorna, what's this all about?
All right, so this is I thought it was cassette. It's actually a CD, but it is the Grinch Who Stole Christmas CD and book.
Oh, there's a cassette down
there
here.
is a cassette too. I thought there was one. So I paid 50 cents for this, and it sold. Christmas is coming, so I think it sold for how much? Can you click out? I can't.
Oh
remember.
yeah. Sorry.
$25.99, and buyer paid the shipping for it.
I can't watch this movie because his face like kind of freaks me out, man.
I love this movie.
I like the real movie.
I like all of
the cartoon.
Yeah.
I heard there's like a new Grinch movie coming, like a new animated Grinch.
Really?
And it's actually, well, but here's the thing. This is what's really interesting. It's actually going to be, it's I think it's directed, if not produced. I'm not exactly sure, but Scott Mosier, who is Kevin Smith's really close friend that he's met in film school years and years ago. And so for the last couple of years, I knew that he was in France and he was working on a secret project. He couldn't tell anybody about it. And they finally just announced it. It's a new animated series, or not animated series, animated movie of the Grinch, and that he's directing. So I don't know. I'm pretty curious about what that's going to be like what they're bringing to it that's different that hasn't been done already.
Christiane asked, would it be keyword spamming to use Christopher Robin in the title for Pooh stuff? Christopher Robin is a Pooh character, so if Christopher Robin is in the item as far as a photograph or a book or anything like that, it wouldn't be. I don't really think it's keyword spamming because he is an actual character, so I think that you could probably get away with that. Yeah, I mean, and he's in a lot of the like books and all of the books, photographs, all that kind of thing. Maybe not in a stuffed animal thing, but I think that's one that you could probably get away with. Yeah, because he is an actual Pooh character. So,
DJ has a question about when doing international shipping. Do you use priority mail even though you're using cubic shipping? Okay, so for international, it's completely different from domestic. So I don't use cubic priority for international. I don't
think cubic exists.
I don't think it even exists for international.
Cubic is domestic.
Right. So for international, anything up to 4 pounds is first class international, and anything over 4 pounds, that's when you use priority. Now you can use priority if there was somebody who wanted to pay more, but the reality is I don't know that it really gets to them that much more quickly by paying more.
I don't think so.
So the only time you really would use priority is if it's over 4 pounds. And like I said, anything up to that is just regular first class international. So that you don't have to, it actually makes it more simplified when you're doing that. All right, so the next one is one of mine. Now this is the one I showed just last week. Now so I just thrifted this last week, just listed it. And when I showed it in the haul last week, I had said that I thought I could get as much as like $80 for it because when I was out shopping, the comps were all really high. But then like a bunch more got listed by other people. It's like we're starting to get closer to Christmas. This is I know it's still a few months away, but this is kind of when the stuff is coming out. This was released last year. You look at the tag, it's like from 2017. So I think that now they're going to start getting listed. And so there were ones that were listed quite a bit lower. And so somebody offered me $50 and I was like, you know what? I want a sale. Sales are a little slow. I'm going to take it. It's a quick flip. There's plenty of other ones out there. I don't think that I'm going to get like a ton more. So I sold it for $50. Nice. And I was pretty stoked about it because I literally just bought it this last week. So
nice.
Next up for you.
I don't
love this
usually
one.
talk about mugs or anything like that, and some people talk about Starbucks mugs, and for the most part, the Starbucks City mugs and things like that have a little bit jumped the shark. They're not quite selling the way that they used to. They used to be something that you would look out for. Certain cities, of course, and certain collections, they're still going to sell well. But the reason why I was talking about, I wanted to talk about this mug is because I actually sold this mug for $45. I paid $1 for it.
Cute.
It's real cute. I sold him for $45, and he shipped for, you know, it was priority, 1 to 2 pounds, and it shipped for like 6 and change.
I would
It was
use this mug.
close.
This is an awesome mug.
Yeah, but I got $45.
Well, no,
for
it's too. I think it's too small for me, anyways. Isn't it kind of
it is a
smaller?
small mug. It's not, yeah, it's not a huge,
I like the big ones.
not a huge one, but I thought it was really cute. I paid $1.
Yeah.
So there are some still good ones.
I love its little tail.
But for the most part, you're not getting more than $25 or so for a mug. I still sell mugs. I sell several a week. I still pick them up because they're so easy to list. They're easy to ship, and usually get them for $1 or $2. So if you get them for $1 or $2, and you can ship something for you know, sell them for 25 or 30, I definitely do that
for sure. All right, I think you're up, Lorna.
All right, so this was a sealed puzzle. I love puzzles, and as the time gets closer to the holidays, I sell quite a bit of puzzles. It was like a really nice modern art bird print. Sold it for $30. I paid $1 for it, and yeah, that's about it.
Don't you feel like puzzles are one of those things that you do them when you're a kid, and then you don't do them for a long time, and then you get to a certain age where puzzles are cool again?
Yeah.
Like my dad has like a whole setup where he's got like this special light that like he puts over the table, and he like,
does he have like the mat that so you can like roll it up?
He doesn't have a mat, but he has like, I think he puts like a big board on top of the table so that he can easily pick up the whole thing and move it around.
Yeah.
But I'm like, at some point we're gonna get to the age where we're gonna be like, you know what, we should totally do a puzzle together.
Is that why you bought me a puzzle? I think you bought me one not that long
I think
ago.
so. I think it would be fun to do. I've heard people say like it's fun to do puzzles together because it's like you're looking at people. You guys can't see anything, see what she's doing, but she's staring at me like she thinks I'm crazy.
Well,
I thought you would like it because you're a little older than me. So.
Oh, here we go. Ass. No, not so much. Puzzles are boring to me. I'm sorry. I sell them, but I have no interest in putting one together.
Well, I would like to put one together because I like that kind of stuff. So.
All right, go for it.
You shut your mouth.
We can do puzzles together.
Karen says, Lorna, I know you look at solds, but do you end up pricing what you feel an item should be, or do you go by solds?
I do not go by solds. I'm actually like Vicky. I try to tack on as high as I can and then run sales, and I'm not in no hurry to race to the bottom on anything.
Yeah.
So I mean, I do consider sold on like a very like the next one that's going to be shown up. That's when I consider sold. But most of the time, like this puzzle here, when I had listed it, there was a couple sold and they were like selling for $10.
Yeah.
I was like, nope, I'm getting you at 30 for it. It's sealed.
I see solds and comps as like they can give you some guidance, but I feel like if there's like a lot of the same thing, yes, then it's going to give you a good idea of like what people are willing to pay for something. But other times, maybe there's like not as many, or you're doing something like a puzzle, for instance, where maybe there's not the exact same one. And sometimes you'll see that like, I'll feel like people are way undercharging. And I'm like, they could have gotten so much more for whatever it is.
A lot of times.
And actually one of the things in my haul, I'll talk to you guys about that because I looked it up and I'm like, okay, yeah, these comps are like way off. So we'll talk about that more. All right. So my next one, I don't know if I've shown any of these jackets in our sold in our haul show before, but anyway, I might have. Not one of the yellow ones. So last fall I bought at Ross. I do mostly buy shoes at Ross, and for the most part, all their jackets are just really, really cheaply made, not very good jackets to flip. But I bought a whole bunch of these Alpha Industries. Most of them were like these big yellow parkas and bombers, but they also had some of these gray ones. And Alpha Industries is a really quality brand. They used to do military stuff, and I think they might still, but they also do a lot for civilians. And so I bought a bunch of them ranging from $30 to $40, and I sold almost all of them. I have a couple left, and this is like the last one I had of this particular style, and I sold it for $127. And it's actually going to Russia, so they also paid something like $50-some shipping on top of that. I will get it insured just because I've never had a problem with Russia, but their postal service is a little bit iffy as far as like getting delivery confirmation. And so for anything that's well over $100, I'm going to go ahead and get insurance just in case. But I sell to Russia all the time. Never a problem. All right. Let's go on to, I think this is yours, Victoria.
I think I might have shown this in the haul video last week or the week before, but I picked this up in a bag sale, that bag sale at a place we went to, and our little secret place. And this was like $1 maybe.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I bought so many things and she basically charged me $1 or less than $1 for
I don't think it was
thing.
even $1.
So it was listed less than a week. It sold for full price of $60. What is that? $69.95.
Yeah,
$69.95.
That's crazy.
And
I never would have thought it would sell that
it's
much.
super lightweight. Well, I put it up for that price thinking, you know, and I had best offer on it, thinking I would get, you know, 50. I'd be happy with 50. So somebody bought it almost right away, and yeah, it's under £1, so it fit in a regular poly mailer.
Nice. Wow. Yeah, I don't even know if I would have priced mine that high, but I don't. Were there other ones when you
No,
listed it?
very few.
Yes, that's awesome. Very cool. All right, and then this is, I think this is Lauren's last one.
So this TI S84, most of you might know about these scientific calculators. It was actually at the first store we stopped at. It was my first find I picked up. And I was really excited. I paid $4.99 for it. And I was like, oh, it's going to be, now this is the one where I do look at solds. There's so many sold, the yellow ones, and there's not very many listed. So I know that there's a good sell-through rate. So I was like, I'm going to get $70 for this, easy. But we brought it home, we put batteries in it, and none of us could make it work. So I was like, well, I'm just going to list it for parts. And I sold it within 30 minutes and shipped it from here.
That is awesome.
Yep, she listed it and shipped it. That's my kitchen counter.
Yep, that's the counter.
Clearly someone stole that because it says school property on it. So
does it?
Well, no, they
on the
a
bottom.
lot of times they like if it's old, and plus it didn't work. So
yeah, it didn't work.
They could have gotten rid of it.
Yep,
donate it.
So I got my money back and some. I was a little bummed.
And you already got feedback.
Yeah, and he was like, arrived way sooner than I thought. Thank you so much. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, that was a really good one. That one probably would have sold for $60 or $70
if it worked.
If it worked, because it didn't. It was at least a nice quick flip.
Yeah. DJ says pricing is one of the things that gives me a migraine, debating myself on what to price an item, and it holds me back. Yeah, Christine's exactly right. Go, just go high, maybe go higher. Like, don't question it. Don't go, if you go too high, you're going to know it. You're not going to get any views. You're not going to get any watchers. You're going to be able to tell when something is desirable or not. You're going to get a feel for it, and you can always lower the price. Like, don't overthink it. Don't spend too much time stressing about it. If it's like causing you to take longer to get stuff done, then you're only working against yourself and you're losing money right there, because time is money, guys. Okay, so I thought it would be fun to put a non-clothing item in mine. I have very, I only have like a couple of things that are not clothes. And so this is a Starbucks mug. And the funny thing is, so not this last winter, but the winter before, I had bought, they came out with like, every year they have like, their holiday mugs that they do, special mugs. And they had come out with, I don't know if you guys remember, it was, what was it? It was like, they had like a gold, was it wings or crown? It was a crown. It was like a gold crown. Like the top was like the top of the tumbler mug was like this gold crown. And it was like the most desirable. And I had bought like 4 or 6 of them. And they all sold for like, I bought them for like $20, $25, and they all sold for like $60 or $65.
So I did that with the Lily Pulitzer ones.
Yeah, and they sold really fast. So last year I was like, oh, I'm going to go check out and see what they have. And what they had was these location-specific mugs. And so I think every state came out with theirs. And so, of course, the ones I was still in Oregon at the time. So I went ahead and bought like 2 of these. They're super cool mugs. I didn't sell either one of them at all. And so I've been going through and ending my oldest listings and doing sell similar. And so these ones came up a couple of days ago. And so I changed the price. I didn't really lower the price that much, just a little bit, $39.99. And within, I think, 1 or 2 days, it sold. One of them sold. So I still have one. But
Haystack Rock, speaking of Goonies.
Yeah, exactly. So I was pretty stoked to get that one sold, because I really don't want to have to carry anything that's not clothing anymore in my store. All right, so next.
So this was kind of a surprising sale. This was, I always pick up Harley Davidson stuff, especially if it's parts and things like that. generally, I don't know a heck of a lot about the parts. Good OEM or original manufacturer parts are on the back of them, usually have a part number so that you're able to look it up. And that's how I figure out what things are for the most part. In this case, I picked this up at a garage sale. Literally, the lady gave it to me for like $1. I remember it. Yeah, she gave it to me for like $1. It was beat to heck. This is a beat to heck saddlebag. I did not skimp on photos or anything like that. So I paid $1 for it. Unfortunately, those parts were not, part numbers were not helpful. But in any case, I Googled the heck out of them, trust me. This is a vintage saddlebag that has probably been rained on and everything else a million times. It's hard as a rock. They're not soft-sided. It's actually almost deformed. And I basically threw it up there and was like, whatever. I'll see if it sells. It's been listed for probably about 5 or 6 months. Did you get that?
I don't think it's been that long.
I paid $1. I sold it for $100. Yeah.
That's awesome. Very nice.
Very, very cool.
And I was very clear, but obviously the condition is very clear in the photos and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, for sure. Okay, my last one is an Etsy sale. And I'm sorry, these pictures, it's like the picture's so small when I'm using this page to be able to actually show you what the price is. So this is a Chicago Bears vintage starter jacket from the 80s. I sold it for $122.99. It says plus shipping, but it was, I changed all of my Etsy listings to be free shipping along with just like my eBay ones. And I actually price everything the same between eBay and Etsy. Although on eBay, I put stuff on sale where I don't do that on Etsy. So a lot of times stuff will sell for more anyway. But yeah, sold for $122.99. The woman that bought it, she bought it like on Wednesday and she was like, I need to have it by Saturday. Can I pay extra? And I'm like, well, it's going priority. And she was in Phoenix, I think. And I'm like, it'll get there. And so, and it did, it got delivered and she was excited because it was like I think it was a birthday present for her boyfriend or husband or something like that. Cool. But I've had this for at least like 6 months, but I had it priced high and I wanted to get some money for it, man.
Was it one you recently just added to Etsy or has it been there?
I'm trying to think. I think I did. I think I've added it to Etsy within the last month or so. So it is, I think it is a new one.
So it's fresh to Etsy.
Yes. So fresh to Etsy for sure. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and end the screen share. All right. What's up, guys? We're back.
We got a few more people watching. We're up to 109 people watching live.
Woo,
so
woo, woo.
Thanks for joining us on a Sunday afternoon when you could be doing just about anything else. So
this is like the best thing happening on a Sunday afternoon.
I agree, but I'm sure not everybody agrees. So
you go to church and then you come home and you watch Sunday Live Hall. That's the way it works, right?
Sure.
All right. Okay. So
got Jimmy and Robin in the house. What? At the same time?
What? All right. So so Lorna's here and we've been, where she's up in Washington, she doesn't have a lot of options for sourcing and she doesn't drive. So she's dependent on Pat, her boyfriend. But he works a lot and he's been doing a lot of working on the weekends and stuff, taking up extra jobs because he's a pretty handy dude. So, so it kind of limits your ability to do like a lot of sourcing because you got to drive out of the area to kind of find stuff.
I think to get to like the best place for me is at least an hour drive.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Like minimum.
So when she comes here, she likes to get her source on. And so let's see, I think it was a Wednesday that we kind of randomly ended up near like a Goodwill. Was it a Goodwill? Where'd we go?
Wednesday was a Goodwill.
That's when I picked up the calculator.
Was that a Goodwill? Yeah, because we were right there. Okay, so we went to a Goodwill, found a few cool items, and then Thursday was like our actual sourcing day, and that's the day we spent all day going to every single Savers, and that's the Let's Go Sourcing video that I just uploaded last night. So if you haven't seen that, you should watch it. It's funny. We've
actually hit 9 places, 9 stores in the 6 days that Lorna has been here. We've hit 9 stores.
Yeah, so we did Savers, and that one, it was like every single store we got awesome stuff. Just tons. The video, it's crazy in the video because we have a full-size Nissan Pathfinder. It was jam-packed. They both had to have stuff on their laps on the way home. Like we had it so full of stuff. And then Friday
I have 3rd row seating. That's how the Pathfinder has 3rd row seating. It's a big vehicle.
I mean, you watch the video because I cannot see out the back window with that thing.
Yeah.
And then on Friday it was National Thrift Store Day, and so we actually we headed out to Boulder City. We hit St. Jude's, which is like a cool little thrift store there. And then we also went to another Goodwill. And so, I mean, we are just like kind of thrifted out at this point. We got a lot of good stuff. So,
Cheryl, are you supposed to see out the back window?
yeah. I mean,
It's a backup camera.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. I mean, and Matt, think about it. There's like those utility vans or whatever that like,
right. You can't see out of work vans, right?
Work vans. So it's like, you know, whatever. It's like, it's nice to be able to see out the back, but you got rear view windows and stuff. So it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, we got so much stuff.
We got a lot of stuff.
We got a lot. It was another one of those things where, because I think last week I had a hard time figuring out what I was going to show. I had an equally hard time this week because I have so many little goodies that I'm excited to share. So why don't we start with you, because you have stuff on your lap, and then we can get that.
Yeah, sorry. We're probably going to have to get up and move to grab our stuff here and there. So yeah. I apologize in advance that it's going to look a little bit awkward at times, because there's just no way with this tight area for us to have all of our stuff right here. But
Jerry says I have a sweet hat. Thanks, Jerry.
She always has some kind of hat on. Yep. All right. So I guess I'll start with these two things I have in my lap. One of the things that I love to pick up, and I'll actually, you know what? I think I'll talk about these right here just because they're very similar. I love to pick up vintage hairstyling products, or even high-end hairstyling products. I'm always looking in the small appliances section. So like where you have hair dryers and hair straighteners and all that kind of stuff. So one of the things that I picked up, these things sell really well. This is a vintage hair diffuser, curling, like hair dryer. It's made for curly hair. They're round. Okay, so I paid $7 for this. This is new in the box. The box is opened. It has not been used. It's still, the tag and stuff is still sealed. I'm going to sell this for about $40. I paid $7.
It's actually called a Curl Dazzler.
There's a couple of different brands. Conair and Windmere are two of the brands that made them, but
I feel like you're leaving the best part out of this item. So
look
first of all, it's called a Curl Dazzler. Second of all, look at what your hair is going to look like when you use this thing. It's pretty amazing. It looks a little bit like a Jennifer Grey.
Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
Like nobody puts baby on the side of a Curl Dazzler.
Jennifer Grey before she got the nose job and then couldn't get work.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So the other things that I picked up is this brand, which is they're not a set, but they're individual. So I've got a curling iron, and a hair dryer and a flat iron. They're made by a company. It's called T3. So you can see what I paid for it there, right? So $5.99, and then it was 25% off. So it's T3. This is white with a rose gold accent. This is a super high-end type of straightener, and they make, you know, hairstyling products. So this straightener I'm probably going to sell for $60, even though it's used, and the hair dryer is at least $60 by itself too. So
fancy stuff. Waste Not Whatnot says that she used to look like that.
Girl, mine was not very different. I wish we could post pictures in the chat or on YouTube, because if I could show you my pictures from.
Do you ever look at like your old pictures of yourself and go, I had the time of my life?
No, but I do look at them and go, God, I was skinny. I had gray hair. So yeah, I love that stuff. So that's my my hair stuff. Lorna,
what you got,
Lorna?
All right. So the first store we went to on our big thrift day, found lots of good stuff. So much good stuff. But as I was checking out, I was behind Katie, and I look over and I see this awesome printed sweater hanging on like a backpack rack right there at the counter. And I totally swooped this REI vintage, made in USA fleece
jacket,
half zip
sweater.
Make sure you list it as a jacket though, because those are usually listed under jackets.
Yeah. I paid a whole $3.99. Well, 25% off that.
I'm disgusted.
And I picked it up,
$3.
and Katie totally cried.
Here's the thing. There's more to the story, guys. So I go over to the men's section. There's one guy that's like looking at stuff, and he has that in his hand. And I'm like, damn it, because I didn't know what brand it was, but it's a Southwestern print. It's a fleece. Those are very popular. And so I'm watching them. And you ever do that thing where you like watch somebody and you're like, are they gonna Are they gonna put that down?
Are they gonna walk away from
like
the
maybe
cart?
I should watch them and see if they change. And I'm like, he's not gonna change his mind. Like he's got it. He's gonna buy it. And so I just forgot about it. And then I'm up checking out, and I hear her go, "Ooh, I'm gonna get this!" And she grabs it, and I'm like, "Son of a bitch!" So that's pretty much it.
So that was a nice little swoop from Katie.
Yeah.
And then I picked up, I think, including kid shoes, I think 12 pairs of shoes. But my favorite pair are this brand I've never even heard of, and you didn't hear of this brand either.
No.
It's called Fly Girl, and there's like an actual like
J-Lo on In Living Color.
Yeah.
So, and they are leather, and this part right back here is like rubber, and it has like this little fly on the side.
They're really cute.
And then it says fly on the, so, and they're like not worn.
They're really nice leather.
So I put them up for $62.99 because they all go, everyone else has them listed for $40, and I was like, that's too low. So I put them behind.
Yeah, I like them.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome. Want me to go?
Yeah.
All right. I got, let's see. Well, I'm just going to jump right into something really cool that I found because I have like my kind of set places I go and look, and I don't very often look at bags, but it's one particular.
I always do.
Yeah, at the first Savers that we went to, the area where they have backpacks and bags is like right next to all the men's stuff, and so I just happened to look over, and I saw that this was a Nike bag, and so I was like, oh, I'm going to check that out and see if it's something that's worth getting. And so I went ahead and opened it up. It's priced at $9.99, so I paid $7.50 for it. So I went ahead and opened this bad boy up, and let me see if I can find it here. There it is. Check it out, guys. This is the Nike tag that I always tell people to look for, and that is I call it the Jordan era Nike tag. It's from the late 80s, early 90s. So I'm pretty stoked because this is a really nice kind of big size duffel bag. And what was great about it is that Savers doesn't give out bags anymore. You have to like pay for them or bring your own. And so I was able to put all my stuff right in this bag, and I think I was able to like cram in the stuff from the next two stores also. But I am stoked about my vintage Nike duffel bag. All right. Let's see. Here is a t-shirt I got from another Savers. Now, this is really interesting. It was priced $5.49. I got obviously 25% off of that. This is like a hand-painted shirt, and it's like a really cool hand-painted Spider-Man shirt. And so I looked it up because it's got down here, it's got like this kind of tag here. It says Kana, I'm not really sure, or Kama, Kama. Not really sure how it's pronounced. Same thing on the actual tag, but it's like an iron-on tag over like whatever the actual tag is. So I looked up this Kama, whatever it is, and I found that there are like a bunch of other ones listed and ones that have been sold. A lot of them are sports ones. Like I saw there were a few like Jordan ones and different kind of sporty stuff. Yeah. Well, that's just like she was reading, it says West Coast Comics. That's just whatever it was he used. It's kind of like a mixed media thing. It's like it's got actual comic stuff on it, but then it's painted over the top of it. So I don't think that has anything to do with the shirt itself. But the stuff that I did see listed, there were some hip hop ones as well. I saw some that were sold for like $50, $60. I don't know how a Spider-Man one will do. I'm hoping it will do as well, maybe better, because there are, some hardcore comic nerds out there. And it's just like so unique. This is not something that you can just go and buy. Like, right. It's just like a one-of-a-kind piece. So I got to see if I can figure out who the actual artist is. But I thought it was pretty cool. Super interesting. I'll show one more. I found this $13.49, but of course 25% off. But this is new with tags, Lacoste long sleeve polo shirt. Any polo shirt I ever put up from Lacoste, it always immediately gets like a bunch of watchers, and then they usually sell pretty quickly.
And it's a big one.
It's a really big size. It's a 4XL.
Oh wow.
They have like the size 9 European size or whatever, French size. And but it's a 4XL, so it's a nice big size, new with tags. It originally was priced $99.50. So I should be able to sell it, I think, for like $60, something like that. But I was pretty excited about it. So, yeah. All right.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah, sure. Can you hand me that box? Yep, that one. So this was at the last store that we went to. It was on the shelf and didn't have a price on it. Usually at Goodwill, it's tough to get something if it doesn't have a price on it. They don't like to give it to you because they feel someone's already pulled the price tag off or whatever, which may be the case.
It happens.
But I just walked up to the manager and asked what the price was going to be on it. So basically what I bought was, again, hard goods, but you know, something most people don't look at. So I don't know if you've ever heard of this brand of vacuum cleaner, but Kirby and Rainbow vacuum cleaners are those super expensive vacuum cleaners that people sell door to door. They still sell them door to door, and they can be upwards of $2,000 to $3,000 for a vacuum cleaner.
Mhm.
Like they make your my mother has a Kirby. She's one of those people that will buy anything that they come door to door. Don't go visit her because I need an inheritance at some point, and she will buy whatever you're selling. But in any case, it's not the Kirby vacuum cleaner itself, but it is an accessory kit, and it has the different attachments. It actually has the whole base of the it's new. It has not been used. It's for the shampooing attachment, I guess, for like shampooing carpets.
Is that even shampoo in there?
Yeah, it has the shampoo in there.
Wow.
It has all the attachment stuff. It hasn't been used. But in any case, I paid $10 for it. So I went up and asked how much it was. $10. I'm going to sell this for at least $100. Most of them are selling for over that. I just think it'd be a quick flip if I price it at 100 and change.
Yeah. I mean, you got almost entirely hard goods while we were
Almost
out.
entirely hard goods.
Nuts.
Yeah, I kind of didn't really go anywhere near the clothing. I really bought very little clothing.
Yeah. Trina says my dad's still using the Kirby he bought when I was 4. I'm almost 40.
My mom bought hers, I want to say when I was about 15, and I'm 43, and she still uses the same thing yeah. And they're heavy as hell. They have a lifetime warranty. They're super expensive, but they are amazing. They're the ones, they come to your house and they will vacuum your bed. They vacuum the surface of your bed. It's like the demonstration. They'll pour like potting soil on your carpet and show you how good it is. And they'll vacuum them on, they'll vacuum the dust mites off of your mattress, and they'll show you what it looks like. I mean, it's pretty gross, but it's effective. I think if you know, and oh, look, see, Tim Taylor, I used to sell Kirby's, worst job I ever had, but good vacuums. It's true, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Jerry, yeah, you're right. The Black Spider-Man is Venom. So I will put that.
But yeah, anyway, so I picked that up. The other thing I picked up was this 25% off. It was $14.99 was the price, but I paid, you know, a little bit less than that. So this is new and unused as well. It's just missing the software. And it's a Kodak Easy Share. We all know Kodak doesn't make products like this anymore. It's not exactly vintage, but it's no longer available. And there's only one listed for a little over $100. And then some have sold for as cheaply as $30, and some have sold for as high as $100, depending
What is
on,
it?
It's a,
I don't know what it is.
it's a picture frame. Oh, Easy Share is just like the line of Kodak stuff that it's basically like software for dummies. They have like cameras and camera printers and all that kind of stuff. And most of the stuff is just a dime a dozen. But this is a picture frame. It's the digital photo frame. So you upload photos, and it's just constantly.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm going to list this for about $100 because I think it will sell in Q4. I think it'll sell in Q4 for, you know, 75 to 100.
That's awesome. Rosie's Closet says I had to call the cops on a Kirby sales lady. She refused to leave my house until I bought a vacuum.
I will tell you, I've been in sales my entire life, and the most difficult one, I mean, you've got to be, if you're a Cutco knife salesperson or a Kirby vacuum cleaner salesperson, I give you great credit if you're ever able to actually do it, because it is really hard to close in-person high dollar sales, and you're in somebody's house.
Yeah.
Insurance sales, that type of stuff is not for me. I was a salesperson, you know, over the phone, and a salesperson in person. I did mattresses and furniture and high-end design and all that, mortgages, all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. You got to be a hard sell closer, and that is not my style of sales. It's never been. I'm a relationship salesperson. Like there are different types of selling. You know, I'm a textbook relationship salesperson. I am not a hard used car salesman closer. So yeah, oof.
No thanks. Christina says you could put that on Amazon.
I could put what on Amazon?
The picture thing, the Easy Share thing.
Yeah, I probably can. I'm not sure if I'm because it's missing the software. It's open box. I'm not sure if I can or not, but I'll take a look at the category and see.
What you got over there? I see something real cute.
I got some really cute little things.
You gotta get over here a little bit.
Little baby Air Jordan shoes. They're pink. I paid 99 cents for them.
They're cute.
They are so cute. Actually, I I didn't want to run my card for $3.99 because that's all I found at the last store we were at. And so I ended up picking up like a little wristlet, which ended up being able to list for $25 free shipping. So I did list that. I was going to keep it for myself. And then these little 99-cent shoes, and I listed them for $30. And I photoed them in the car.
Look how cute
while
they
they
are.
were driving. And they will sell for $30. They're barely used. You know, baby shoes. They're not going to.
I'm sorry, but I love tiny little sneakers.
They're so adorable.
I don't need to have a baby to go with them. I just like to look at them and think about how cute they are.
They are cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Bobby, I did check it out. They actually are selling for over $100.
Yeah.
The attachments. So those are the sold prices for that particular model. So yeah, I mean, they're not selling for thousands. It's not the vacuum cleaner itself, but I'll take $100 or $150 off of a $10 investment all day long.
For sure. All right. What do you got over there?
All right. So the next one is, I don't know if I'm selling or not, but we'll see. They tell me to keep it. I might sell it.
My vote is I think she needs to keep it.
It's really cute, but it's really funny because it was at their little honey hole place, and the lady's like, yeah, this lady bought it. She went outside, she opened it up, and she got scared. She brought it back in and traded it for something else.
I think it was like this older lady, and like she had her granddaughter with her or something, and she was like, "Did you even see the pattern on it, Grandma?"
Yeah. So it's this adorable, like,
Parasol
with all of them monsters on it, like Frankenstein, Wolfman, the Mummy.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's all wood. It's so cute. I don't know. I think I'm going to, I don't know, maybe sell it. I'll use it for a little bit, I guess.
I love it.
I love it too.
I'm so into the whole pinup rockabilly look, and that is a perfect accessory for a photo shoot. Or to wear with.
It's in perfect shape
outfits.
too, and I paid $1.
As you can see, I like monsters, I like Frankenstein, I like all the Universal monsters, all that stuff. I like horror movies in general, but I think it's awesome. I don't really think it sells for enough for it to be worth getting rid of it just to make $25-30 on it. Because there's other ones like that are available. I think it's the coolest.
Yeah. Well, there is one listed outside eBay. There is none listed on eBay, so I probably would price a lot higher.
I think you should get 50 for it.
Cheryl wants to know how you're gonna get home. You're gonna pack it in your bag?
I'm not going home. Remember, I said I'm staying. But no, on a serious note, I did a little bit more buying than I thought I was going to. Doesn't it always work that way?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I am gonna send books home. I didn't get as many books as I did last time.
We sent like 3 boxes home last time. You're only gonna send like 1.
I'm only sending 1 this time. And then because Vicky loves me, she's gonna let me leave the 2 blankets that I bought here, and then when they sell, she can print them out and pack them for me because she loves me that much. It is true.
And a couple other things too, right?
No, I'm gonna box those up.
Oh, you're gonna box them up. Okay.
So, and then the rest will fit in my suitcase, and because I got so many bags, I didn't carry on the way here, which was so nice. Now I got to carry on the way home. So.
But she did fly Southwest, so she can take 2 bags up to 50 pounds home with her. So she's got some ways to do that. And yeah, Christiane, thanks. She is leaving a couple things, only 2, and they're only blankets, so they're not hard for me to package or ship. I will just put them with my blankets. It's fine. And then when they sell, she can send me a label, and I'll throw them out and ship them for her.
They love me.
Yeah. Speaking of Universal monsters and Frankenstein, or actually to be like one of those nerdy people, it's actually Frankenstein's monster, because Frankenstein is the name of the doctor. Is the name of the crazy doctor who creates Frankenstein's. Creates the monster. So everybody always calls him Frankenstein. But look at this awesome book. I showed this on Instagram. This is an awesome book that Vicky picked up for me because she loves me. This is like a collection. I don't know if some of you guys used to like read Mad Magazine. I used to always get Mad Magazine and Crack Magazine. It's like lots of spoof stuff in it, and it's just like a really silly, funny kind of thing. And this is like a collection of like all like the horror stuff from Mad Magazine over 50 years of Mad Magazine. And so she picked that up for me because she loves me, and I'm really excited to go ahead and read this.
Get a lot of mileage out of that 50 cents.
Woo, woo, woo! Seriously. So yeah, and I think the cover's great. This guy, his name is Alfred E. Newman. So
it is a great cover. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yep. I'm pretty excited. Okay,
What
so
you got?
what do I got? What do I got? Let's see. So, okay, so I was talking about, you know, using comps, whether or not we use comps when we price stuff. Here is the one I was talking about. I thought that the stuff I had seen was priced too low. This is, it's not vintage. I don't know what year it's from. I'll have to do some research to see. But this is actually, it's a No Fear jacket. It's Toyota Motorsports. Can you move your, so I need to get close to the camera without knocking over your stuff. Okay. So this is No Fear, but it's got some great embroidery on it. Toyota Pro Celebrity Race. Now, I didn't find any comps that were, are you smelling it? Yeah, it might. Yeah. I didn't find any comps of this particular one, but I found a couple comps of just No Fear jackets, like similar jackets. And see the back says Toyota Motorsports. So the couple of comps I did find, they were No Fear. They weren't as cool, and they weren't like for a specific race, but they were only priced at like $15, something crazy like that. Now this one, it's like an actual pro celebrity race. So I think, and it's got better embroidery on it. So already I think that ups the value, but I do think those other ones were underpriced. This one, I think I should get at least $60, if not more. I need to do some research to figure out what exactly the actual race is for.
Sorry, did you say?
This one, it was I paid up. It was priced at $18.99, and then I got 25% off of that. So I paid almost like $15 for it. But I think this is it's a really nice jacket, and it's for a specific race that I think it will bring in some money. It's got the whole Toyota thing on the back of it, so I think I can get at least $60 for it. So
I like it.
So again, comps aren't always going to tell you everything. All right, and then let's go with some cool branded stuff. This is something that I scooped from. Well, she gave it to me, so it's not really. It's not really a scoop because she gave it to me. I looked at it real sad and pitifully, and then she handed it to me.
Fine, you can have it.
This is a cool Google cycling jersey. It's got little pockets in the back. I love picking up stuff that's like technology related, technology branded. It sells really well. I haven't looked this up at all, so I have no idea if maybe there's a ton of them out there, and I'm barely going to get any money for it. But I hope I can get like $30 or more. We'll see.
Oh, more.
Yeah. Well, again,
I'm more for it. I mean, I sold my Google umbrella for $60.
No, and that's
for a while.
And that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know if there's like 1,000 of them listed. Like, it just depends on what the availability is. So, yeah, I would love to be able to get like $50 for it. So, and in that vein, I also got. This needs to be washed, but it's just got like it's like literally just some dirt. It's not really stained. It's like some dried dirt.
It's got schmutz on it.
It's like dried dirt, so it'll easily be washed.
I'm working on my Jewish words.
Okay. I'm
gonna be at Silverberg. I need to speak a little bit more.
This is a Facebook soft shell jacket. The brand is Port Authorities. This is definitely an employee staff jacket. And again, it's got a couple, it literally is dirt. So I just need to throw it in the wash. But this I should definitely be able to sell for like $50-$60. So I like, what's the brand on the cycle jersey? I mean,
it's probably more content than brand.
Yeah, it's Aussie. So, I mean, I don't really know anything about the brand, but with this kind of a jersey, it's going to be more about the Google than anything else. So, yeah. All right. You're up next.
That's me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I bought a pair of shoes. I know I'm shocked. Are you? Because I buy a lot of shoes lately. I don't know why I've been on a shoe kick, but I've been selling a lot of shoes. So, anyway, I bought these shoes. These were priced at $5.99 at Savers, so I paid 25% off of that. They're a brand called Fiesso, F-I-E-S-S-O. So they are a really nicely made leather, like driving moccasin.
Ooh, I gotta get my driving moccasins on.
I know, right? With a nice contrast stitch. So Fiesso, F as in Frank, I-E-S-S-O. I'm gonna list these for about $75 or so. Some really fancy ones tend, like the real pointy toe with like patterns and stuff on like that, tend to go for as high as $150 to $175. But these are fairly tame. So I think I'm going to just list them for about $75. And they're so lightweight. They're maybe under a pound, but if they're over a pound, they'll definitely fit into a padded mailer. Yeah. So I thought that those are pretty cool. Those are nice. It's not a brand I was familiar with. I just knew that they were high end. You can, when you can feel good leather, you can tell.
For sure.
And I think they say made in Italy somewhere. So that's another good indicator for high end. And then I'll show you my two of my favorite, they may not be the highest price things, but two of my favorite finds that are clothing this week is that I picked this up for about $2.
Yeah.
It's a vintage Izod made in the USA old man cardigan, button front cardigan sweater with the crest. And it was $2. And it's a good size. It's an extra large, but it's a really roomy extra large, which is not common in vintage usually. It's the other way around.
Vintage cardigans do really, really well.
Yeah, so I'm probably going to sell that for about $50.
Victoria says driving shoes are super popular in Italy. She was just in Italy.
She was just in Italy. So jealous. Okay, so then the other thing that I picked up was this jacket for $3.50. And the brand it's actually a kind of a higher end brand that I wasn't too familiar with. Not high end, but like moderately priced anyway. It's MTWTFSS. So like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, wow.
So it's weird. So Weekday Collection is kind of the company, but it is just like not quite satin, but a nylon or polyester blend type of bomber jacket, which again, bomber jackets, we keep talking about bomber jackets are super popular. This is in that really nice army green. It's a medium. It's a men's medium. And I'm probably going to sell it for $50.
Nice.
And let's see, there was a question there.
What?
From DJ, how would I price Gucci brand similar shoe like the ones you just showed? I'd have to look them up. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure what Gucci comps are going for. So I would have to look that up to see. I haven't run across any Gucci shoes. I know that that's similar style of driving loafer. I've seen them. I just haven't found any personally.
Yeah. Cheryl says, remind me, do you remove price from bottom and how? I personally don't ever bother removing whatever's written on the bottom. I'm like, whatever.
If they're new, like Ross and stuff, I don't do that. But if it's a thrift store like Six black marker with the dash or whatever, I always just run the magic eraser over it and get it off.
Yeah, if it comes off very easily with magic eraser, fine. Sometimes I'll use Goo-Gone and a little rag. That tends to take it off. But for the most part, I don't bother.
Yeah. No, I don't know. All right. Lorna, you hit at one store the mother load of a particular item. What you got? Yeah,
so I ran it. So this is Vicky's area, and she was giving her Google shirt, and so we were talking, and I decided, I'm gonna go scoop some of Vicky's purses up because I saw these what are they called? Harajuku, like Gwen Stefani bags. They were all brand new with tags, $106 retail tags.
They're so cute.
They are. They're adorable.
The little Harajuku girls.
And so they had a bunch of these, and there were some that were really boring prints that I left behind. But I picked up this one. I paid $7.50 for each one. I picked up this one, and then a light blue with, it's called kimono print, beautiful print, and then a matching travel bag with that. So both have brand new price tags. I already listed all of them. All three of them. But then I also got more bags, and I got
if anybody saw me at eBay Open, I actually have a few of those in my store, and I was carrying one of them, and I kept getting compliments on it because I was carrying all my swag in it, and it was a Harajuku Lovers bag, and they're super cute. Mine's used. So and
I'm the only one with this print and style for both bags, so that's kind of cool. And then I ran into this really cute fossil bag, this little bird print here. If this would have been the larger size, what would that be, like a
messenger, like almost a messenger style bag?
It would be like $150. But this one I just listed it a little bit under 50 because there is a ink like spot in the bottom, and it doesn't have the key, but it is fossil and it is beautiful and it's cute. And I already have one
for you.
Yeah,
this one.
turkey.
So yeah, it's Keeper. It's one of the it's got kind of like a waxy finish on it, and these are the specific bags that they go for quite a bit by Fossil. It's the Fossil Keeper collection, and they usually have like one of those little hanging key fob things that has a key.
Yeah, but that's
on
fun.
it.
So I have it listed a little under 50, and that will sell. I didn't pay very much.
They
so.
sell very well. That's a great line.
And that's all I brought up here. But I got a lot of great stuff. I thank you guys for bringing me here to Source. It was really fun.
Yeah, super fun.
I did scoop one more thing from Vicky. I didn't bring it up, but I'll tell you. She was walking in front of me and didn't even look down, and there was a Mall Madness game sitting right there. I just picked it right up and said, "Look what I got!"
Would you had just gotten that one like last month?
Yeah, I bought
for how much?
a couple months ago. I bought one and sold it for over 100, or just about 100. I think
That was awesome, and it is complete, right?
I think so. After like looking at everything, I think it is complete. So
very
I'll get about $100 for that.
So are we doing any more?
Yeah, I've got some more. I mean, I got so much cool stuff. I'll try to
get
go
a couple
through
more things.
Yeah, I'll try to go through real quick. Oh, let's look at some sweatshirts.
I have 2 more things. Yeah.
I just got so many repetitive things. I didn't want to show you 9 pairs of shoes.
Yeah, that's okay. I got
brands are good.
So I got this vintage Cowboys Champions sweatshirt. It is from the 1992 season, so the 1993 Super Bowl. Cowboys obviously are a good team. I don't know a lot about sports, but I know Cowboys are definitely like one of those teams that there's a lot of like rabid fans for. It's a cool sweatshirt. So I got that. It was $5.99, which is a great price. 25% off of that. And then I was really stoked when I found these. Now these are blank Russell Athletic vintage made in the US. They're probably like, early 90s sweatshirts, and they're just crew neck sweatshirts, but they're new with tags, so they're dead stock. I actually got 6 of them. They're only $5.99 each. So I got 25% off of that. So I got 4 smalls, which this is a small. I don't think it's that super tiny.
Tiny.
No, and I got 2 larges. I should be able to sell these for about $30 each because they're new, and they'll be super easy because I'll just take pictures of one of them and then the tags on each of them, and I'll just do 2 different listings. I don't like doing variations and on my stuff. I'll do multiple quantities, but if I have 2 sizes, I will do it as 2 different listings. I do it with shoes, I do it with everything.
I do too.
I do not like doing variations. I just feel like that it's easier for people to find them in the search. That's just my opinion.
They get lost in search.
Yeah, that's just my
to be
opinion.
honest with you.
And then
no, Susan, you did not miss the folding chairs. We actually talked about those in the haul video. They're so heavy and clunky that I didn't bring. This is we filmed this in our loft, so I didn't want to bring them up the stairs to show about talk about them. But I did purchase 4 folding chairs from Savers, made by a company called Costco. Cosco, not Costco with the T, not the warehouse. Costco. They're folding chairs. They're vintage, mid-century. I paid $7 a piece minus the 25% off, and I'm going to sell them for about $75 a piece. Yeah. So that was one thing someone asked, but
Robin is laughing at me saying, "Okay, wait, Katie, Cowboys aren't that great." I didn't say the team. I know nothing. I know you're just giving me a hard time. I know nothing about sports, but there are those teams like the Raiders and the Patriots and the Cowboys. And see, I mean, there are certain select teams where they have more notoriety than others, and they have
there's a big fan base.
Doesn't
matter how good they are.
Well known and beloved quarterbacks and stuff like that. And Cowboys is one of those teams, in my opinion. But again, I know nothing about football, so
no sportsing.
I like playing sports more than watching them. This sweatshirt, I have no idea if this is even worth anything, but it was only $4.49 and 25% off. But it's it's an LL Bean sweatshirt. It is vintage 1989. But seriously, guys, I thought this was funny. I love it. This says Office of Thrift Supervision. I don't even know what this is. I'm gonna move your soda again, so I'm not knocking it over. Look at this. Office of Thrift Supervision, 1989. How cool is that, guys? Look at that sweet sweatshirt. I don't know if I'll be able to sell it, but it's a nice quality, heavy sweatshirt, and I just love that it's the Office of Thrift Supervision. So
I know, it's funny.
So I love it. DJ says NFL sucks, hockey rocks. I do like hockey. Hockey is one of those sports that I do actually enjoy watching more of.
I actually watched one of the games this year.
It's a lot more fast paced. Like football for me is like so slow because
I love football.
It's constantly stopping and starting and stopping and starting. Hockey's a lot quicker. I actually really like rugby. I was you may not have heard about this before, but I actually played. I was on the women's rugby team for Oregon State University back in the day when my first time around in college. So I actually love rugby because to me, I'm like, it's like football without the padding and without all the timeouts, because you pretty much play 45-minute halves nonstop. And it's like the only way you're getting out of that game is if you're bleeding. So to me, that's way more fun.
So fun.
It is super fun. I love it. I love it. So, but yeah. So again, I'm actually a very sportsy person when it comes to playing sports, but not so much watching. So anyway.
Treasure Hustlers played women's professional football. That's awesome.
That is super awesome.
Okay, so what else we have? Yeah, I'm not a big sportsing fan. I don't mind watching games live. I love actually like and enjoy baseball live. I enjoy basketball live. I enjoy football live. Football is probably one of the only sports I actually kind of like watching on TV. But
so painful to be around these two right now.
I don't really root for any team other than the fact that, of course, I have to root for the Patriots and the Red Sox just because I'm a New Englander. It's kind of ingrained. But yeah.
Marie says Green Bay Packers. No, I do like the Packers just because I like I think we're the only football team that's like fan owned. Because it's like, isn't it owned by the fans? It's like, we mean who the hell knows? I'm pretty sure a lot of people know.
I mean, we don't know.
I'm not 100% sure about that.
Yeah, it's like so they're like another one of those teams that's like it has a very wide fan base.
Yes, they do.
And I believe that they are owned by the fans because it's like anyway, whatever.
I did see that Leslie made it. Hi, Leslie. And Karen asked, "Have I sold brass trinket dishes?" I'm sure I have at some point in my bazillion things that I've sold, but I don't have any for sale presently, and I haven't sold any recently. I couldn't tell you what to price. Sorry.
Somebody, Latanya asked what size the cowboy sweatshirt is. It is an XL. It's size XL, and since it's from the 90s, it's probably measured. No, actually, I think it's a pretty good size.
Yeah,
I think so. Anyway, XL. You want to go ahead?
Yeah, I mean, I've just got a couple more things to talk about. One of the things someone asked early on, they wanted to see the Monster High dollhouse. Again, that's something that's enormous.
Huge.
I paid $20. I bought I believe it's a new and open box Monster High dollhouse, this big, huge purple and black monstrosity. I'm going to have to make sure all the parts are there because the box is open.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's the thing in our sourcing video yesterday. I was giving her a hard time because I walk across the store and I see this giant cardboard box, and we already barely had any room in the car. So we had to like do a lot of moving things around just to cram it in there.
When she found it, I was like, I am following her until she finds you. I want to see your reaction for this.
Yeah, Susan, as far as the chair, is any way to find out the manufacturer? I mean, you can kind of look and see if it's Costco by looking up the Costco chairs, and you can see like different styles. That might give you a good idea. If it's not printed underneath, because mine are actually printed underneath, the ones I just picked up, and the tags are still on the bottoms. So I mean, but I knew by looking at them, I was like 95% sure before I pulled them out, because they were all flat, leaning against a table. I knew before pulling them out that they were Costco. I was 99% sure, and then I flipped them over and it was, yeah. Okay, so the two last things that I'm going to talk about are I picked up a camcorder. It has all of the accessories, the battery pack, extra battery, all the cords, all that kind of stuff. I just picked this up to show everybody. The bag, the carrying case, a couple of actual tapes I think are in there. It's just a Sony camcorder. This particular model has sold as high as $250 in the last 6 months. There's only 2 complete ones on for sale right now. One is being sold for parts. So I'm going to put mine up pretty high. I'll probably put it up for $200 with best offer and take somewhere around $100, $150 would be the lowest I would take. But I paid less than $15 for it. Usually they have these things priced real high. We went to a Savers right after that had one that is a super cheap version that is actually not even as good as this. And they had it priced, what, $50? $50. So,
and that was that.
I think they had just thrown this one out when I walked by and I was like, oh, hell yeah, I grabbed it and had it in my cart before anybody else can grab it. For $15, even for parts, I knew it was going to be worth it.
Well, I think it's going to be my job to test it out for you.
Yes, because I don't know how to do that stuff. Yeah. And then the last thing I'll talk about is this little dude that I picked up, which is, you know, new in box. The box is a little beat up. And this is a little bit dated as far as kids' toys go. But it has Blue's Clues and Elmo's World in it, and I tend to sell everything Blue's Clues and Elmo's World, and I paid 25% off of $7.99.
No, that was half off Blue Tag.
Oh, it was Blue Tag. I'm sorry, I paid $4 for this because it was 50% off because of the color. And we looked up comps, and they're selling for like around $75 or so.
Very cool. Christiane apparently has an addiction to the Monster High dolls and wants people to send them to her. Doesn't matter what condition they are. That's a problem.
Okay. Do you like artists like repurpose them or anything like that? I didn't know if you did.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. There's a lot of talk about violence at hockey games. It can be pretty fun. That's like one of the few sports where it's like they kind of let them fight it out a little bit. All right, I'll show a couple more things real quick. My favorite vintage T-shirt I found. I mean, there's nothing really special about it. I just like these really old ones. This is probably like early mid '80s. El Mirage, California, Murphy's Cafe. It's got the little Road Runner on it. I just think it's adorable. Little single stitch, made in the U.S. Its condition is pretty crispy. What is it? Crispy. So I just like finding these really old T-shirts.
Jimmy wants to know when we're going to plan a road trip up to Lorna. At some point, we'll go again. We did go visit Lorna and Pat a few months ago. Well, actually, it was October. Yeah, it was a few months ago.
It was last year.
Yeah. So it was October. But we had so much fun, and I would love to do it again. But we actually have a trip coming up in about 3 weeks.
3 weeks ahead?
3 weeks, we're going to be going to Grand Rapids, Michigan for a conference.
It's just easier for me to come here because they have 2 stores, and you know they gotta hire someone to watch the house and the dogs, and you know you put your stuff on vacation.
Well, it gives her an opportunity to source, and plus
work.
She's got Pat at home, so he can like ship her stuff for, and she doesn't have to like pay anybody to like ship for her.
Right. We have
it's a little easier.
We have to put our stuff on vacation. I mean, we could probably
and that's
pay
2 different
someone to
stores because there's 2 of us.
So 2 stores on vacation, 2 people traveling.
I would
and a house dog
like
sitter.
to see them up there in the Northwest at some point, even if they went to go see your family. You know, like me and Pat.
We will. That'll happen.
Me and Pat could like go down there because it's that easy.
Yeah.
You know?
Next year we'll be going to visit family.
We're going to be in Grand Rapids for a conference, and we should be getting to hang out with Laura Franzica, who's one of our. I don't know if she's. I haven't seen her in the chat, but she's a boss member. And super awesome.
An hour from Grand Rapids, hip flipping mama.
Hip flipping mama. Well, you're gonna have to come hang out with us at some point.
If you can make the drive, we won't have a car. So we're going up there for a conference, and we're going to be pretty tied up while we're there. But we do have a little bit of time. I volunteer with an organization called the Phoenix Society, which is a burn support organization. They help with burn survivors all over the world. And there's an annual conference, and they are actually based out of Grand Rapids. And this is the first year we're having the conference in Grand Rapids. We don't normally, it's generally in a different major city every year. And this year happens to be in Grand Rapids. So we're going to be there right in Grand Rapids downtown at the convention center. And we'll be staying at the hotel that's attached to the conference center, the convention center. I think it's a Marriott. I'm not sure.
But we're going to be around. We're going to be there from Monday until the following Sunday. I don't know the dates off the top of my head, but
the 10th through whatever,
something like that. So we'll be around. We'll be busy during the day every day, pretty much, but we'll be around. You should definitely come and like have food with us or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you can come and find us, and maybe even if you come to the hotel and come have a cocktail with us one night, that'd be fun.
Come tell us where the cool places are.
She did say the bins are good in Grand Rapids. So we're gonna see what we can do. We probably are not gonna have any time to thrift, but yeah, you never know. We'll see what we can do. This is not an eBay related conference. No. They are not listed in the eBay charity list.
Yeah.
I should work on getting them on there. The 2 charities that I work with. I should get them there. But yeah, get in touch with us. We'll hang out here.
Yeah, for sure. She says she'll be there, and she says she will, and it's all in all caps because she is serious. She's very serious. She is serious about it, and we're gonna see her, so that'll be really awesome.
Yeah.
And I don't see why we can't thrift a little bit. I can get like a couple of t-shirts or something.
I'm sure you guys are gonna sneak it in.
Yeah.
Like it's in your blood.
She always
You have
is
to.
like, we're not gonna be able to do that. We're not gonna be able to do any videos. We're not gonna blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'll figure out a way to at least have a couple of things in there.
Well, everybody signs a release, so we are able to video while we're there. We'll just see what we can do as far. I mean, it may not be eBay related, but maybe it'll be outside eBay related. You know, stuff that we do that
people are interested in the things you do outside of eBay as well.
Yeah.
What's up? It's the Real Stitch. What's happening?
Frenchie Stitch Witch.
Mm-hmm.
She's starting her own YouTube channel, by the way, and has her first video coming up.
Isn't the Real Stitch? Aren't you the one that's going to be on Wade's Ventures? Like at some point, I thought I saw. Was that you that I saw?
Yes, I think she just posted that today. Yeah.
On So tell us right now, when are you going to be on the show, and we will give you a shout out because you did a cute little video on.
First live stream was a failure. Hey,
Oh,
it happens, honey. It happens. You know, you're trying to figure out how to, you know, do the whole YouTube live stream. I don't even know how to do it. So that's
yeah, it's okay.
Katie is the one that handles the technology part.
Yeah. So just let us know, and we'll see in the comments. Let us know when that's going to be in.
I just show up.
I'll give it a shot. I got a couple more things I'm going to show really, really quick.
Okay.
Just real quick. So I have this t-shirt I got at the St. Jude's thrift shop. This is new with tags. So the brand is actually, we just talked, what was it that you showed?
I had a sweatshirt. That's new with tags.
Yeah. So it's called Super Dry. This is Super Dry Pacific Surf, and you can see all like the Japanese characters on there. I had like last year thrifted a jacket, and it ended up selling for quite a bit, like at least $100. It was like a nice winter jacket. I don't really know that much about the brand. I just know that it does sell for quite a bit a lot of times. This is a t-shirt, and now this, if you look close, it says, what does it say? Surf Super Dry. And if you look close, it's like all distressed, like it's all cracked and stuff. So, and the tag, now the tag only has it priced at $30, and it says reworked classic surf light tee. So it's like supposed to be like, look like an old vintage t-shirt. We got like 30% off of everything at that store. It was priced at $20. So I paid a lot for a t-shirt, but I'm like, I'll be able to at least make my money back. I'm going to see if it's something that like, will go for a lot because it's got this really cool retro look to it.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see. Real Stitch, Wednesday at 6 Pacific Standard Time, 9 Eastern. So yeah, so this Wednesday on Wade's Ventures, so that'll be cool.
Yeah, and if you want to find the Real Stitch and subscribe, that'd be great.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and watch Wade's Ventures, and then you can get a feel for who she is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Also,
Yeah,
from
what else is look with?
I thought we weren't going to have any of this going on, any of these shenanigans going on in this show, and then Leoman just came in and said, "Bam! Here's your super chat," and I was like, "Super chat, super chat. She's super chatty. Ow. She's a very chatty girl. That kind you don't take home to mother." Super chat, super chat. She's super chatty. Yeah. Well, because it's like,
It's extra.
I feel
was
like
the only
we're like
one.
overtime right now, and Lehman just like dropped the bomb on us and said, "Here's your super chat." I got excited. Anyway, guys, that was a cute little laugh you just did. She has this other laugh that she does that I love. That's just like a, huh. And her friend Wendy kind of does the same thing. Huh. Like you say something really funny. It's like, you know, you just like got tickled her little funny bone because she just goes, ugh. And then if you really get her going, then she starts doing like the Bert and Ernie, like it's like almost silent.
That one's funny.
It's really cute. Look at you. You're adorable. It's true. Anyway, so this is a Arizona Diamondbacks, whatever, jersey. And it is Cooperstown collection.
Stitched.
This is, it's stitched. This is made in the U.S. from, why can't I think of it? My mind's going blank.
Old color scheme.
Majestic. Yeah, it's the old color scheme.
See, I knew something sportsy.
Look at you, sportsy. This is the Players Gonzalez. And this particular jersey, it's a 2X. I think I should be able to sell. It was priced at $25. We paid, again, we got 30%. They were having like a really cool National Thrift Day sale where it was like the more you spent, the higher percentage off you got. And so we had we put our stuff together so we could get up over the amount to be able to get 30% off.
Mm-hmm.
Plus she had like a $5 off coupon. It was pretty cool. So I think I should be able to sell this for, I mean, I have to do a little more research, but I think I should be able to sell it for like $80. I think. We'll see. So that's almost everything. But I'm gonna show one other thing. When we were one more thing, guys.
Wait, there's more.
There is more. This was in the our sourcing video, but I'm sure that not everybody has seen that yet. I love this. I tried to give it to Victoria.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Because
I love that too.
Because it is women's. She doesn't believe in it. She doesn't believe in it. She doesn't have faith. She doesn't think it's something that can sell. Personally, I think this is going to sell like nobody's business.
I think so.
This is a Denver Broncos button down. I don't even understand it. It's a button down sweatshirt. There's a lot going on here, guys. Okay, first collar, polo collar, button down, pearl snap buttons. Okay, button down. Then it's got, I don't know if this was like homemade or what the deal is.
It's freaking heinous.
And then they've got like this, some sort of like weird, I don't even know what you call this.
Felt pinwheel things.
Yeah, it's got like lace around it. And then underneath, you can see that it's more of the Broncos fabric underneath it. And then like the back has like the, she hates it.
I love it.
I'm like, yeah, it is hideous, but it's hideous in the most majestic way ever. And I think somebody is going to be all over it. What are you doing?
I was trying to read what Reselling with Rob said.
I'm showing this now.
Gonzalez had the World Series winning hit, just FYI. So
oh, nice.
Thank you. So
very good information. Yeah, see, Trina is all about it. Bazillion trillion dollars I'm going to sell this for. And I don't usually buy women's stuff. Whenever I find something women's and I think it's cool, I give it to her.
She's going to get a grip of money for that. Yeah.
Yeah, a grip.
Heinous does sell, but even I draw the line at heinous.
No.
It's freaking hideous.
This is amazing.
Somebody, is the worst football mom.
Some chick is going to be like, she's going to be the life of the party. She's going to show up with this thing.
She's going to be
It's going to be a great cover. No.
She's going to have.
It's like the Goldberg mom sweater.
She's going to have red lipstick with like black lip liner outside of her lips.
It's going to be some hipster girl is going to buy this so that she can be the talk of the town at the party. It's going to be a great conversation piece. It's amazing. She's going to tailgate her little butt off in this thing. And I'm telling you, I'm selling this. What do you guys think I can sell it for?
Grandma, I'm with you, Rose. Like that's
no.
This looks like a sweatshirt that should have kittens on it.
I get it, but no, this is it's like that. It's like that hideous thing where there's like,
I love it.
There's hideous that will sell, and there's hideous that's just hideous. Now, if it was just kittens on it, it was like sewn on, like quilted on. That stuff doesn't really sell.
One heck of a thrifter is saying it's going to go for $100+. It's got $10. It sells fast.
I think it will go for 100.
You think I can sell for 100?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Seriously, you put this up for $100. I will do a super chat song if that thing sells for $100.
Oh, you guys, she will do a super chat song if I can sell it for $100. Okay, I'm going to list this for $99.99. Now, does it have to sell for $100?
$99.99.
Because I do best offer.
It has to sell for $100.
Okay, so I'm going to do it for one. Okay, so who said 120? I'm going to price it for $119.99 with best offer. This is one of a kind, guys. This is one of a kind. We're going to see if I can sell it for 100, and then she will do a super chat song. Yeah, the next super chat after I sell for 100, the next super chat we get. You will do the song.
I will work on a super chat song.
Will there be a dance as well?
There may be a dance.
No, I need a commitment to a super chat dance and song if I sell this for $100.
There will not be a dance. I'm not a dancer.
What?
I can dance in
my
chair.
So you were just throwing out the maybe when really
there will be a song.
Really you were lying.
There will be definitely a song. It will be an original song. And
it's gonna be an original song.
Yeah, it's not gonna be your super chat. I have to have my original super chat.
Why can't there be a dance?
Because I don't dance.
But for this, you just said you don't even believe it's going to sell. So what is the risk to you? Because it's not going to sell for $100. You're like, that's not going to sell for $100. So basically, you can promise anything. You're not going to have to follow through.
I'm not dancing.
Come on. It's a little dance. Yep. A little dance.
And maybe I'll dance in my chair.
Okay. So there'll be like some like swaying motion that's sort of dance-like.
Yes.
All right, I'll take that. You guys heard it here. I can sell this for 100.
Christiane, nobody puts baby in a corner. Listen, Dirty Dancing is one of my all-time top favorite movies ever. I don't know if that was you that said that earlier, that was your favorite movie. I can quote it. It was the summer of 69. Wait, it was the summer of 1969. I don't know. I used to remember the whole intro leading into the movie.
Yeah. One heck of a thrifter says if she sings a chat song, I'm coming with $100 chat. Also, Hip Hop and Mama says that Wade will buy it. And she's gonna call him. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. I'm telling you,
You better get that puppy. Maybe you should put that in auction. You might want to put that in auction.
All right. No, I'm not gonna put it in auction, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna maybe I will put it in auction. Start at $99.99. See what happens. See what happens. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take pictures. I wasn't planning on getting this listed today because I have other stuff I have to list. Right after I get off the show, I'm gonna go take pictures of this. I'm gonna put it up for auction, starting at $99.99, and we're gonna see what happens.
You nutbags. I was really just saying, get rehearsing. I don't know. We've got some crazy people in the chat that may actually sell or bid on this thing.
And Allie Cutter says that to wear the Hola matching T-shirt if
Did you buy
for
them?
100.
Yes,
Did I buy them?
they're amazing.
What are you talking about? They're amazing.
Leslie, I carried a watermelon.
Hola. All right, guys, I'm gonna get this listed, and then I will post it. I'll send something out to let everybody know, so all of you guys can watch and we can see if it sells for that. Because then that means I have only 1 week to get it sold. Okay, I'll sweeten the deal. It has to sell within the next 7 days for at least $99.99. So I at least have to get 1 bid.
All right.
And if it doesn't sell for those 7 days, you're off the hook.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
And then you're doing the super chat song with some sort of pseudo chair dancing.
Kelly's threatening. She says she's got Wade on the phone. I may actually do one of Christiane's original songs because she's actually put some.
There you go.
Then
you do need to start rehearsing because there's some stuff. All right, guys, we've gone like way over time, but I will get this listed today. It's going to start. The auction's going to start today.
See, Dorothy, oh my God, you're still on. I know. Sorry.
I need a nap.
Yeah, Karen says no. Sometimes ugly shirts take some time to sell. Listen, we're talking about. It's all about a gamble. Okay, I'm going to get it up today, and what'll be great is that next week when we do the live show, it'll be down to like I'm going to do it as soon as possible. So it'll be down to like the last couple of hours. So I'll be able to like talk about it again. Really get.
You have to show me how to dance. Yeah, I don't know how to dance. I'm a white girl. I dance like a white girl.
Yeah. So
like Elaine from Seinfeld got nothing on me.
How's she do it? I can't really do the legs. Ooh, you're getting in the dance right there. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming and watching the show. This is the last show that we have Lorna here live with us. So that's really sad, but we appreciate you coming and doing shows with us, and we appreciate you guys coming and watching the show. As always, if you're not in the Boss Facebook group, you should go ahead and join it. The link is down below. Make sure that you come and watch Wednesday's Boss Up and List show. And if you're in the Boss group, you can participate in the all-day virtual listing party, the Boss Up and List party. But yeah, and tomorrow, be on the lookout because I will be uploading the video of us.
Our inventory intervention.
Yes,
with Dorothy Panda Finds.
For sure. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. I also have all of our Instagrams down below. Check them out. We are always posting stuff.
Throw some thumbs up on your way out.
Yeah. I've been doing much better since open at making sure I try and do Instagram at least once a day, if not multiple times a day. I'm trying to get better at it. And today, when I was like hyping the show, I actually had my little Grizz, my little puppy. She was in the video with me, so it was pretty cute. Anyway, thanks again, guys, and we'll see you next time.
All right, we're out.
You're
bye.
Out? You gonna say bye? All right,
bye.
Boss up, guys. I'm gonna be listing.
I'm scared.
I'm gonna list that sweatshirt. I'll post it later.
I'm a little scared.